Okay guys, Cash and I just got done watching his game. Gina and I went over to Burlington, Wyoming to watch his basketball game, and he wants to go to Deaver Reservoir tonight, so we're gonna head over there, see what we see. We got chocolate chip cookies this time. Cash, you better go get your BYU hat for Trent. You serious? You don't have a BYU hat? Come on now. Not a beanie. Well, that makes sense, because Cougars can't handle the cold. We got minnows, check. Chocolate milk, check. Whoppers, check. Chips, check. Cookies. Crazy drink there. Oh, apple fritters. Nice. Gina took care of us. Yeah, bud? Oh, yeah, well, grab the cookie sheet, bud. Sweet. Life is great at the Super 8. And we are headed there. I just poured these little tadpoles today. It's a new mold I got. I'm gonna try to catch a trout with them tomorrow morning. Looks good, nice big body. I'm gonna call them a pollywog. Let's go to the lake. You ready, bud?
Yep.
Okay. Good deal. Okay, we just got to the lake. Looks like there's a vehicle here. Probably some guys out in a tent. Who knows? I don't want to foul anybody up. I see some stuff out there. Somebody's fishing out there. I don't know what I'm seeing. Anyways, we'll just roll to our spot. They're over there. Just seeing reflectors to the left. Didn't know what that was, but one of them's us. What do you think about this, Cash? Pretty crazy, huh? Nah, you've been there, done that?
Same old, same old.
Same old, same old. Pretty good drift. Oh, that's a good drift. Sweet. We made it. Just like Barry Manilow. Looks like we made it. This is what we're dealing with. Kids sitting here watching Shark Tank while Dad does all the work. Well, howdy. That's a little deeper tonight. A little thicker ice.
For my company, I'm so excited to see where one goes with these two sharks on our side.
What river is it? Won't be long and we'll be fishing. Cash. Got a couple 3D prints for us this time, guys. Got a new toothbrush, toothpaste holder we're gonna put on the wall. And also, last time, I woke up before my buddies. I was in the top bunk and I was watching a movie, but I had to keep my hand held up to hold my phone. That's unacceptable. So I printed these bad boys. I'm just going to put it on the ceiling at a slight angle. So now I can keep my hands in my sleeping bag. Oops, gotta put it the other way though. So that'll hang off the ceiling for us. Just hold my phone. It'll be good. Okay, so we're gonna be using some rattle reels tonight. Just put a minnow on there and we'll just let it hang out. When the fish gets taking it, it'll just make that spin. Wake Cash up so he can get out and catch the fish for us. This is a different kind of rattle reel here, just a different brand. Same concept. So, and then we'll have one rod over there by the fish finder so we can try to bring one in by hand on a rod reel. Cass is finding the chocolate milk and getting the cookies ready. I'll fire up the oven here in a second. Okay, this is kind of a big hit hook for Deaver, but it'll work. We'll just grab a minnow here. This is kind of a cool minnow net. It's got a hollow handle on it. I wish I'd have thought of this invention. It's got a hollow handle so you can just dump the minnow right in your hand. The guy who invented that probably made $5 or $10. Oh man, sorry guy. But little does he know that's the least of his worries. But all we're gonna do is run that through the dorsal there, just below the dorsal fin and above the backbone. Throw him down there and let the fish do the work. This is like residual income fishing. The fish are gonna be working for us, not us working for fish. Remember from last time, we're only at about 7 feet of water, so we really don't need to go that deep. I've got a little bobber stop here. We'll just put that kind of in the area there. This has a little drag setting here. I just loosen this little tip and it makes it so the fish can take that and not even realize what's going on. So Cash has said this video is sponsored by this cotton candy pop company. Good stuff. Pretty nice, huh?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's a BYU drink right there for Trent. Okay, so this one has a little glow-in-the-dark lure that we made with a treble hook. Nothing pretty, but it'll catch fish. We'll get a minnow. Supposedly, he said. We'll get a minnow and drop her down. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do on this one?
What?
2 minnows. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do on that? I'm gonna hook this minnow by the tail, if I don't drop him. Hook this minnow by the tail, and they have more energy for a little while, so that they can swim away better. Oh, are we losing it?
No. That way it's just jigging a little.
Might be the heater.
Oh yeah, probably. Probably.
Okay, so there we go on that one. And I'll put another one on. This is how we do pike when we can't get big pike minnows. We put 2 minnows on one treble hook and it does a good job. That one just tore through. So now we got 2 minnows fighting against each other. Once again, they're fighting for us. Residual. We got the drag knot right there. I'm going to loosen that so that the fish don't even know what's hitting them. Oh yeah, this drag is real sensitive. You don't want to get too low because we got a lot of crawdads in here and they will eat your minnows. Okay, so this is that different one. Interesting for me, maybe for you, but I was able to pick these up years ago, these rattle reels in Salt Lake City, Utah, because apparently the boys in Sydney, Nebraska at Cabela's thought the Utah boys had ice fishing huts for some reason, which of course not many huts down there, there's not enough ice. So I was able to pick them up in the bargain bin for like $5 a pop. And I even bought them before I had a nice house because I just knew one day I would. And here we are. This one's a little different on the drag. You just almost have to squeeze these little O-rings tight to the middle there. But it still works. And what's nice about these, you can swing them out of the way. So if you're going in and out the door, swings out and in easy enough. Hey guys, I want to point something else out on these ones. I'm using, instead of tip-up line, I'm using regular Mason's twine. Nice pink so you can see it. A lot cheaper, and to me it doesn't make as big a mess. Sometimes you get that thinner line that's for tip-ups, and the fish spool you and tangle it all up. I have not had a bit of problem with this line. I'm actually thinking about putting it on my regular tip-ups outside. It's worked so well for me. This last one we're hooking up before we get to the fishing rod is a underspin lure. We'll just, hopefully that'll bring him in with a little sound and action. So let's try that one, Cash. And once again, I'm gonna hook these by the tail. These are dinky minnows. Just so small, but I'm gonna hook them by the tail so they have a lot more energy and action to try to bring those walleye to attention. These little mounts have a little male fitting here, slides right into a V right here. I've actually 3D printed some different accessories for these brackets that I can put drink holders on, or you saw last year I think we did some hook setters, and so I need to get busy on that again, working on that. So okay, thanks Cash. Okay, we're down to our fishing rod now, so we'll throw the fish finder down there and we'll get a jig tied on to a fishing rod. Okay, we got some lures over here. I'm just gonna grab a pink 1/8 ounce teardrop right here in pink, and that's what we'll put our little tadpole lure on, the polywog. Okay, so we'll grab one of these polywogs. It's got a lot of meat to it. We'll just slip it on this baby. I just barely poured these this afternoon. That ought to bring in a walleye. So we'll find one on the fish finder and play with it, and then this tail, it's got a lot of action on it. It should close the deal. So we'll drop that down, and if you watch it on the fish finder, there she is. And we'll just fish right above bottom here. See if we can bring something in. When Cash was little, he used to like to draw pictures on this fish finder. Make designs. Don't know if you even remember that, bud.
I don't.
Yeah.
Must have been a long time.
There you go. Okay. We're fishing. Okay. We are running low on movies for Cash, but we found the best of the best. The Last Dinosaur with Mast and Thrust. This one has Richard Boone in it, and it is the worst acting you've ever seen in your life. It's got Joan Van Ark, and of course the Tyrannosaurus Rex. One of my favorite movies from growing up. My buddy Bryant, Spencer, and Dave, we'd watch it every year, just like Christmas. Okay guys, Cash said cook me some cookies. So here we go. I'm gonna throw those bad boys in. See if we don't burn them this time. Last couple times I've cooked them a little too much. Enjoying the movie, for sure. They're getting ready to try to kill the T-Rex. Yeah. We got cookies now. This oven's a little tricky, but we got her figured tonight. Good stuff.